I think earlier was everyone just doing things together, right, and helping a particular organization achieve. But I think now it's evolved, in the current scenario in terms of not just working together, but also in terms of surviving, in terms of collaborating, in terms of backing up each other, in terms of sharing knowledges, best practices. I think that's how it's changing, right? Because people are working from multiple time zones, different shifts, requiring flexibility, and with a lot of automation happening in their, in the work. How do they can really differentiate? How can they bring in the differentiation of humans, right? How can they be more creative? How can there be more different thought processes, right? So I think a team which is interacting, collaborative, is going to be more successful now, because that's really going to be required in current day when people are working from multiple geographies, time zones, requiring flexibility. I think that's going to be important for a successful team where the overall outcome, a goal is left to the team, right? And also other important change in the last few years is, with the new generation, they don't like to be told how to do it. Just tell them what is required and let them do it. I think that's something which I would say is less of micromanagement, giving them more ownership of the task, right? I think that will really help a team perform well. And it is very important right now, because we are dealing with people who need to collaborate and engage, right? And I think, like I was just talking about the great teams, right? I think people openly communicating, talking to each other. I think that is very very important in a function, and that's going to be a differentiating factor of how people collaborate and perform going forward. With a lot of things getting automated, like from high code to low code to no code, right? So a lot of things are getting automated, and what's going to really change is how people are going to be creative, right? How are they going to innovate? And for that innovation, I think communication is going to be a key, right? For example, if I'm in a client-facing role, it's not just about me communicating to client, but for me, ability to understand what client is saying and how I can probably do more than what client is expecting. So I think those kind of skill sets are going to be very important. Interpersonal skills, not just communicating, but ability to influence, ability to attract, ability to sell. So I think they're looking at people, carrying all these skill sets. And I think earlier we had very defined roles, defined people taking care of it. But now with a lot of automation happening, people are expected to do probably take care of maybe two, three different responsibilities and areas, right? So that people have to play all these things, right? And for that particular purpose, the communication skills are going to be very, very important. There are times when people used to just say that this person, if it's in coding, is good enough. I don't need anything else. But now they're looking at how can this play person be, a good communicator? How can he influence the team members? How can he do a client-facing role? So I think there are a lot of responsibilities that are given to a particular role now. Maybe 5, 10 years back, it was a very different role. Similarly with the recruiters, right? Doing a back-end job to do a front-ending job to doing a TA advisory job, right? So the roles are evolving where communication and all these aspects become, soft skills become very important.